And joining us now here on the Writer's Block, Jeff Reinhart of LankSports.com. Jeff, this is the game of the year, in my opinion. E-Town versus Manheim Central. We know the history from last season. The Barons, though, maybe the best time to play the E-Town Bears after the loss by E-Town. But Central is on a roll, 4-0 in section play. How big is their confidence right now?
Central's feeling really good. We talked about this last week, how the last 2 weeks they've played Ephrata and CV, and neither of those teams have won yet. But they took the time, those 2 weeks, to get hot, build up some momentum, get healthy. Unfortunately, there will be some injuries in this game that could hurt a little bit. But no, Central's feeling good. You mentioned revenge. Yeah, this is a circle game. I think everybody remembers what happened last year. Central went over to E-Town on a Monday night, don't forget. And E-Town really, really whacked them good. I think it was 56-14. E-Town scored late in the game. And I don't think everybody liked that too much. So Central's definitely had this one circled for a while, and they have a lot of momentum, and they're feeling pretty good. So we'll see how it goes here.
If it wasn't for Cocalico, it would be two 4-0 teams going up against each other. E-Town, though, now 3-1. How big of a loss is that for E-Town, losing on a Kyle Fisher 75-yard run?
An electrifying 75-yard run by Kyle Fisher. I was over there for that game. Fabulous effort by Cocalico to come back from 2 scores in the second half and knock off E-Town on their field. I hope it doesn't, lose the luster a little bit in this game, because everybody's had this one circled, E-Town at Central. It hurts. It stings. And, hopefully... E-Town will use that to their advantage, fire them up a little more. I'm sure they're not feeling so good because they lost last week. Still a tough team. Wing T team. Talked to Coach Williams this week. He said they run the wing T better than anybody around here. We got to stop their wing T. So E-Town knows. They know they're circled. They know they got to go over and play in front of Central's raucous fans. I'm sure. They got to forget last week. They got to get Cocalico out of their mind, knowing that if they win on Friday, they're back in first place.
Central had some great performances last week by Dakota Royer and also by Dan Trafford. Is that going to be enough, even with all the hype of losing so bad last year at E-Town? Is that going to be enough for Central to pull out a win at home?
They're going to have all their weapons firing, that's for sure. Their passing game's been great. Jeremy Nosp is having a super year. Ever since that Cocalico game back in the section opener, he's been really, really good. Royer's been great, as you mentioned. Up to about 30 catches on offense and terrific on defense. It's going to take a balanced attack because E-Town is a very, very good defensive team, that's for sure. They'll be ready for the pass and the run. But Central's going to have to mix it up a little bit for sure, but they have a great passing attack.
Should be a great game tonight. E-Town versus Manheim Central. Jeff Reinhart, you'll be there as well. Thanks for joining us here on the Writer's Block.
You're welcome, John.